What's happening, fight fans around the world? I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open, ready to go. It's called.
Career, he's really been hurt. He's gone down before one time, but there was a perfect left hand. Roy never saw it coming. Roy is out, and Roy may be out of boxing.
And that's why Tarver wanted to be the counterpuncher, because he answered Roy's right hand.
Floyd Mayweather fired back after Roy Jones Jr. said they should fight. This came right after Jones went on the ATS Fight podcast and claimed Sugar Ray Leonard would have beaten Mayweather in a fantasy showdown. According to Jones, Leonard had more killer instinct and a stronger mindset than Mayweather. He painted Leonard as a savage in the ring, saying people get fooled by the Sugar name. Jones made it clear Leonard was a beast, and Floyd didn't have that same fire. The comments spread fast across boxing media and forced Mayweather to respond publicly.
Whether we're to fight, and I must say Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever. Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me.
Mayweather didn't say a word in an interview or press release. Instead, he dropped a silent video showing Roy Jones Jr. getting knocked out throughout his career. The clip showed Jones getting stopped by Antonio Tarver, Glenn Johnson, Danny Green, and Enzo Marinelli. Right after that, Mayweather flexed his lifestyle luxury cars, private jets, flashy jewelry, and all the riches. The setup wasn't subtle. Showed Jones hitting rock bottom, then flashed Floyd's undefeated record in millionaire life. He didn't explain it, but the message hit loud and clear. This was his answer to Jones's disrespect.
Musty energy.
Lord child, the man Floyd Money Mayweather is watching video of Roy Jones getting knocked out. Yeah, man. Roy Jones absolutely getting cooked. And all this is because Floyd Money Mayweather is upset at Roy Jones Jr. for Roy saying that Floyd could not beat a prime Sugar Ray Leonard. Lord child.
Not long after, word got out that Mayweather had quietly told his team he'd be open to an exhibition fight with Jones. That move flipped things from calm shade to a real challenge. Insiders close to Floyd confirmed he's down to face Roy Jones Jr. in an exhibition setting. There's no official date yet, but the talks are real. Jones didn't hesitate. He fired back saying he'd fight Floyd anytime. He threw doubt on Mayweather's intentions, asking if Floyd actually wanted smoke or just preferred posting slick edits. Jones made it clear if Mayweather wants to prove something, he can do it in the ring.
Think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 80-0. You go ever top that? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got to 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano.
Right.
So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect?
This clash isn't new. Back in 2018, Roy Jones made the same kind of digs. He said Mayweather wasn't the greatest and that his own prime was way more impressive. He called Floyd the king of money not boxing. Mayweather didn't fire back then, at least not publicly, but he clearly didn't forget. These new shots about Leonard weren't fresh takes, they were just the latest chapter in Jones's long-running jabs. This time, though, Floyd decided to hit back. After the video dropped, boxing media had a field day. Talksport called it cold and calculated. Boxing News 24 said it was classless but effective. Some fans backed Mayweather, saying Jones asked for it by taking shots. Others slammed him for clowning another legend's downfalls. Online, the split was obvious. Some called it savage and on brand for Floyd. Others said it crossed the line.
One of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. because he talks so much shit. And he's like, look at my $1 million watch. Look at my fucking jet. Look at my house. Look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed. Like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
This back and forth has fired up old arguments about both fighters' legacies. Roy Jones was once seen as the most gifted boxer of his time. He held belts from middleweight to heavyweight and built a name on speed and creativity. At his peak, he looked damn near untouchable, but after jumping to heavyweight and dropping back down, the magic faded. He stayed in the game too long, took too many hits, and ended up with some brutal knockouts. His record still looks good, but those late career losses tainted how fans remember him. Mayweather, on the flip side, played the game to perfection. He never lost. He controlled every contract, picked his fights smart, and walked away 50-0. His haters say he dodged danger and waited for opponents to get old. But he beat everyone they put in front of him and came out clean every time. His slick defense and sharp discipline kept
The money, so important. Why do you always come back to the dollars? People want to know.
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest, and I'm a good person, and I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. And without money, I'll be the same person. I fought so many fights for free.
A Mayweather versus Jones exhibition wouldn't be competitive. They fought in different weight classes and are in very different shape today. Mayweather has stayed lighter and kept up a disciplined lifestyle in retirement. Jones, on the other hand, has gained weight and noticeably slowed down. But this kind of fight wouldn't be about who's better right now. It would be about legacy, pride, and putting on a show. It would also make a lot of money. Fans are interested, and both legends still have loyal followings willing to pay to see them in the ring one more time.
Floyd Mayweather, why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight.
Manny, who are the top 5 fighters you ever fought, you think?
Barrera, Morales, Marquez, De La Hoya, Cotto, whatever.
There's no official date or signed contract yet, but both Mayweather and Jones have shown interest. If it happens, the fight would likely be an exhibition shorter rounds, no official winner, and rules designed to protect both fighters. Still, this wouldn't be just another exhibition for Mayweather. Unlike his past opponents, Roy Jones Jr. is a true Hall of Famer and once held the pound-for-pound top spot.
Different things. You know, he was a social media blowout. You know, he blew it away. You feel me? And that fit his character because he could do it. You know.
That background puts Mayweather's latest move into a whole new light. His decision to post a silent video of Roy Jones Jr.'s worst knockouts wasn't just a jab, it felt like years of built-up frustration finally spilling out. For Floyd, it was personal. Every time Jones questioned his greatness, Mayweather stayed quiet, but he was watching, remembering, and waiting. The video was his way of pulling out the receipts, and the way he did it made it even more layered. He didn't tag Jones or call him out directly. He just dropped the clip on Fight Hype, his favorite outlet, for sending a message, then followed it with shots of his cars, yachts, watches, and luxury homes. The media had mixed reactions. TalkSport called it cold, saying fans couldn't tell if Floyd was trolling or teasing a real fight. Boxing News 24 slandered as classless, especially for someone.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game. Yeah, of course. But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
Jake Paul jumped into the conversation too. He said Roy Jones Jr. had the better prime, but Floyd Mayweather was more consistent over time. According to Jake, Mayweather was smart. He avoided taking too much damage while Jones took big risks. That didn't always pay off. Jake's comments got a lot of attention, especially from younger fans. Even though he's not seen as a serious boxing expert, his voice keeps getting louder in the sport. After his video, talk of a possible exhibition fight between Mayweather and Jones started heating up. Both have already done exhibition bouts. Mayweather has fought names like Logan Paul, John Gotti III, and Tenshin Nasukawa. For him, exhibitions are low risk, high reward. Jones had his own big exhibition back in 2020 when he went 8 rounds. With Mike Tyson, that fight didn't have a winner, but millions watched him and the hype was real.
We stood for two different things. He was a social media blowout. He blew it away. You feel me? And that fit his character because he could do it, and do things the way he did it. He was smarter. I wanted to play King of the Hill. He didn't care to play King of the Hill. He wanted to play King of the Field, which he did.
What made things even more explosive was that Roy Jones Jr. didn't stay quiet. After Mayweather's video started making the rounds, Jones fired back on social media and he didn't hold back. He basically challenged Floyd to prove he's better in the ring instead of backing off his earlier comments about Sugar Ray Leonard. Jones doubled down. He said Floyd's video wasn't a real response, it was an overreaction. According to Roy, being considered great takes more than just an undefeated record. He made it clear, if you're not taking real risks, a perfect record doesn't mean everything.
If you haven't understood how I believe Devin Haney is more of a GOAT than Floyd Mayweather, I'll break it down one more time. Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr. at 25 had 29 wins, no losses. Devin Haney at 25 has 31 losses. Which one is more? It's a basic numbers game. I don't care if you're a Floyd fan, if you're a Devin Haney fan, it's a basic numbers game. So break it down. That's 2 more. Devin Haney wins that.
That idea was split in how greatness is defined as really what's fueling this feud. Roy Jones Jr. stands for the side of boxing that values bold moves, daring weight jumps, highlight reel knockouts, and chasing legacy over protecting records. He won titles from middleweight all the way to heavyweight, including a historic win over John Ruiz for the WBA heavyweight belt. Roy didn't play it safe or pad his record. He went after big moments, even if it meant taking losses later in his career. His message has always been clear. Real greatness comes from stepping into danger and daring to be legendary.
Everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight?
Mayweather sees greatness through a very different lens. His career was built on perfection, flawless timing, complete control, and smart decisions inside and outside the ring. He avoided damage, managed every detail of his fights, and always made sure the odds were in his favor. Floyd stayed undefeated while beating big names like Canelo, Pacquiao, De La Hoya, and Mosley. He won titles in 5 weight classes and walked away on top. For Mayweather and his team, greatness means a spotless record, no losses, and total dominance over time. That's the real clash in this argument. When Roy says Sugar Ray Leonard was mean and Floyd wasn't, he's not questioning Floyd's talent, he's calling out his mindset. He's saying Leonard would have pushed Floyd into deep waters, forced him to take real risks, and tested him in ways his actual opponents never did. It's not about skill, it's about attitude.
Floyd, but it seems like everybody's afraid to have that O, to have a 1 or a 2 where the O used to be. Ali lost. Sugar Ray lost. Hagler lost. Hearns lost. These guys lost. When did the O become the end all be all?
I think Mayweather, and how he made it big to the public. Like 47-inch.
Beyond the back and forth itself, fans are starting to wonder if something bigger is brewing. Mayweather has already dipped into the exhibition scene multiple times, facing names like Logan Paul, Tenshin Nasukawa, and John Gotti III. Roy Jones Jr., now 55, fought Mike Tyson in an exhibition back in 2020 and has shown interest in doing more, including a potential bout with Jake Paul. On paper, a Floyd versus Roy exhibition seems unlikely. Too many differences in weight, style, and peak years. But in the world of spectacle boxing, logic and realism often take a backseat. If the interest is there, anything can happen.
Floyd is. He's very.
Do you think he's the great? You think he's the greatest? One of the greatest
Every
ever?
great fighter in the world says technically there's nobody better.
Yeah.
Every single.
Easily the best counter puncher. Of all time.
Every great
Best
fighter in the world says there's nobody better. But when you're talking about wins,
right?
Not the best heavyweight champ is Mike Tyson. I think, right? Like the scariest guy, because his force is just so strong.
It's insane.
Yeah,
but Logan having almost beat Floyd, that's got to put him in the top three greatest.
Mayweather has made it clear he's willing to step into the ring if the money's right, and the risk is low. Jones, on the other hand, still stays active in the gym, even though his chin isn't what it once was. With both men trading shots outside the ring, fans are starting to wonder if this war of words could turn into a low-risk, high-reward exhibition, especially with how lucrative Floyd's past unsanctioned events have been. The formula is already there. No licenses, no rankings. Just two legends, a few rounds, and millions of views.
See, they upset because I'm able to milk the game. I'm smart, kept all my faculties, made a lot of smart investments. So, when great people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, the Waltons, the people that own Walmart and Walgreens, when they're getting money in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, it's okay.
Another key factor in all this is social media, and Mayweather knows exactly how to use it. That silent video wasn't just aimed at Roy Jones Jr., it was aimed at the algorithm. The clip of Jones's knockouts, followed by flashy shots of cars, watches, and yachts, was made to go viral. It was shareable, memeable, and guaranteed to stir up reactions, and it did. Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, every platform lit up with fans debating, comparing, and taking sides in the never-ending GOAT conversation. Even boxing media couldn't agree. Some analysts backed Floyd, saying Jones crossed the line by coming at Leonard and got what he asked for. Others saw it differently, saying the video showed Floyd is still thin-skinned, still chasing validation, and still defending his legacy even against fellow retired legends. Either way, one thing's certain: the video hit a nerve, not just with Roy, but with the whole boxing world.
You let him move around and do what he want to do, he gonna beat you, because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was gonna say mean too.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Sugar is a dog. Just because his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Sugar is a dog. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in around, between around 13 and 14, I think, Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Leonard got went there and put these things on Tommy Hearns.
Fans who followed Mayweather for years saw this as classic Floyd. He doesn't jump into direct debates. He doesn't show up for forums or public arguments. Instead, he drops content: a polished documentary clip, a private jet photo, or, in this case, a brutal knockout montage to remind everyone that he's watching, calculating, and still moving above the noise. Roy Jones Jr., though, isn't backing down. He keeps speaking with confidence about what he sees as true greatness. And he's not alone. A lot of boxing fans and insiders still believe that Jones's explosive athleticism, bold style, and willingness to take risks made his prime something truly special, even if it came with losses later on. On the flip side, others argue that Mayweather's spotless record, ability to avoid damage, and total control of his career make him untouchable. It's a debate with no clear winner, but it's one that continues to fire up the sport.
Okay, well, we want to know, in the least amount of fights, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
The biggest ripple effect from this Mayweather-Jones back and forth is how it's reignited the GOAT debate in boxing. Every generation plays by different rules. In the 80s, legends like Leonard, Duran, Hearns, and Hagler faced each other in their primes. They took risks, traded knockdowns, and weren't afraid to pick up losses chasing greatness. Mayweather, on the other hand, built a flawless career by minimizing risk. He beat everyone he faced, but always on his terms, often catching opponents after their peak. That contrast fuels non-stop debate. Is greatness about taking risks and chasing legacy? Or is it about staying undefeated and mastering the game? The clash between Floyd and Roy puts that exact question back in the spotlight's hand. The sport can't stop talking about it.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children, are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business.
What started as one offhand quote about Sugar Ray Leonard has snowballed into a layered debate about respect, legacy, and how greatness is remembered. Floyd Mayweather answered without saying a word. Roy Jones Jr. came back with plenty of them. And now, the boxing world, never shy about taking sides, is once again split in a fight that doesn't need gloves to sting. So, what do you think about this ongoing back and forth? And if these two legends actually stepped into the ring, even for an exhibition, how do you see it playing out? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Catch you in the next one.